What is this business? What kind of business? Such a beautiful advantages are there, So this business is very practical, my dear friend, very practical. So practical means we know very well. Already we are doing that activity. We are in that activity. That is called practical, Again, it will become a part of life, my dear. Part of life. It's a beauty. It's a become part of life. So whether you hear or not, whether you interest or not, whether you do or not, whether you think like anything, whether you treat any like anything, automatically after some time, what I am going to tell you, that activity will come into your life. It will become as a part of your life. So why I am telling, there is no escapeness in this business, in this activity. You cannot avoid this activity in your life. Okay. So how it will possible? How it is possible? What is practical business? How it will part of life? So I will remind you a small example. Then I will go to the income source, my dear friends. Okay, first one, you take electronic industry. Electronic industry. 30 years ago, it was started. People were not interested. People were hesitated. Why? Because so TVs, fridges, washing machines, and ACs itself. Those times they were very costly. People cannot afford. Why? Because India, a poor country, India was very educationless. People were having more villages. People were doing agriculture only. So that that time that people are not at all interested, and they avoided also. They thought that it is not at all related. But after some time, now 30 years, since 30 years, now we are electronic industry only. Is it not? So without TV, without washing machine, without AC, without fridge, who are there in the society? Everyone are having, every family is having, So without TV, without washing machine, shall we call them family? Shall we call them as a human being? People will not accept without TV and fridge and that washing machine and AC. Even small workers also having ACs now here. Why? Because their children are studying, going and outside, and they're asking. So facilities has been given, So that once upon a time, 30 years ago, it was neglected. Now it become a part of life. Is it not? We can say more and more, but time is not there. Again, second one, software. Software was introduced. That time also people were hesitated, not interested. So they were telling it is not related to India. Why? Because India is a poor country. Again, agriculture based. Number of villages are there. It is not at all India. So organizations itself they were hesitating and having strikes not to introduce in India, but introduced. But where we are now? Where we are? In software only. Without software, can we run our family, run the society? Is it not? So software become a big industry in India. So name and fame we got from the software industry. So number of areas are there. Now we are all in software only. Without software, we are not there. So once upon a time, I mean, some years ago, people were not interested. They were against to the software system. Now all are in the software system only. Is it not? It's very clear. Again, another example is there. Mobiles. Mobiles were introduced 20 years ago. That time also people were not interested, very against to the mobiles. Why? Because India is having more villages. Village people are there. Education is not there. Again, money is not there. So how can practice? How can they themselves practice into the mobile? Why? Because education is not there. Even landline itself not practiced. That cannot be bad that time. Landlines are also not there. Even People are going to the STD booth. Some of the areas also not having that STD booth facility also. So that was the situation. People were not at all interested. Okay, after 20 years, now what is the position? Tell me. So without cell phone, Android cell phone, is there any hand? Everything, every area become mobile only. So mobiles are in the hands only. So while sleeping, mobile needed. After waking, mobile is needed. Without mobile, can we expect our life? So not at all. So why I reminded these three things? So do not compare this business other areas. What other areas? So number of spongy businesses are there. So number of businesses coming and closing their businesses. So number of is there coming and going. So it's a society is a very big society in India. Market is very big market. So where weakness is there, where money needed, people needed, there this type of activities will come, encash the people. So they will come and show some interest, show some profit, show some getting whatever it may. So after some time they get some income and they will go back. So that we are seeing in the market. So many people are having the experience also. By saying this activity, people just like that automatically compare to the why I am reminded you these things. So this what I am going to tell you, that business is not general business. It will become part of life like these three activities. So have a look like this. Okay, sir. So that only I reminded. So you cannot. So that only I am telling. So okay, what business it is? We will have a excitement, definitely. So that business is very practical, banking business, banking system. We know banking very well. All are know. Why? Because we are using currency, cash. Is it not? We need cash only. We need currency only. Without currency, we are not here. We cannot survive. So like that, it is involved in our life. But how currency is coming into the market or businesses or individual life? How it is possible? Because of banking only. Through bank only, money is rotating. So that we know very well banking, we know very well cash. We need also cash. So these two things are very practical in our life, very part of life in our life. So these two only our business now. That I am going to tell you. So these two activities only our income source, our business only. Okay, sir? Okay, very simple thing. Again, actually, I am coming to the income source. Before that, I want to tell a clarification, a introduction. Let me say. So nowadays, how becoming banking, becoming digital, banking becoming digital. Is bank only becoming digital? Not. Every area becoming digital. Where we are now? We are digital India mission, already a global become digital. India itself also become digital, So games become digital, education become digital, cinema field become digital. Nowadays marriages are become digital, LIC become digital, banking become digital. Every area you see, even villages also becoming digital. Government efforts like that. So make the India digital. So no one can escape from the digital activity. Everyone who is human being should come into the digital activity. No one can avoid, no one can escape. Okay, sir. So such a way, bank also becoming digital. What is digitalization in the bank? Now we are using GPay, PhonePe, Paytms, This is the practice we are having now. Previously, 5 to 6 to 7 years back ago, people were not at all interested using GPay, PhonePe, Paytm. But nowadays, all are having it. You see, a big business, GPay, PhonePe, a footpath business, GPay, PhonePe, even village level vegetable vendors also having GPay, PhonePe. More than that, beggars also having GPay, PhonePe, Paytm. Why? Because it is so before this activity, I mean, it's called e-wallet system. It's a technology. E-wallet system. Before e-wallet system, this GPay, PhonePe, Paytm, banking, it was a ledger banking. To pay the money, to get the money, we have to go to the bank, certain place we have to go and do the activity. After that, e-commerce facility is introduced. So people were against, people were not interested. Banking itself not interested. Even though introduced e-commerce facility, then internet facility has come to us. Again, ATM machines have come. Again, deposit machines also came. Nowadays, deposit machine and ATM machine put together become one, So, especially from a particular place, the banking came to the road only. So, our time is saved. So, activity become very simple, So, we were practiced. So, e-commerce, more than e-commerce, I mean, it's an advanced technology called e-wallet system. Nowadays, who are going to ATM? Everyone having GPay, PhonePe, Paytm in the mobile. So without timing, without permission, we are having the transactions, our money transactions. Simply, we can get the money, we can give the money. Is it not? It's called digitalization. It's called digitalization. So we are having experience. Yes, sir. Okay, banking become digital, but using cash, how it become? What a manner it become? It is also become digital. Is it not? We know very well notes, paper notes. We know very well paper notes as a cash, as a currency. We are using also. But in digitalization, notes how become? What a manner it become? It is also become digital. Is it not? We are not carrying notes. We are not paying a note. Only we are paying numbers only through GPay, PhonePe. Is it not? We are experienced, We are paying just numbers only. We are getting only numbers only. That note currency become number currency. It is called digital currency. Is it not? These two activities are very practical, We are experiencing, So nowadays it is only going, Everyone should come, Everyone, no one can avoid, So every person, every man, every humankind should come into this activities. Why? Because everyone having the need of currency. Currency will develop. Currency will come into the people through bank only. Bank become digital. Currency become digital. So it is practice. It is part of life,